everybody, welcome back to West Ham United. I couldn't think of a title, so I've just gone with West Ham United. Bit boring, aren't I? Today we have got transfers for you, as well as one game against Brighton and Hove Albion. I've said that completely wrong. Brighton and Hove Albion. Oh, I don't know what that accent was. Should we jump straight into transfers? I think we should. Straight into transfers. I'm pretty sure everyone in the outs is what we've done, and only these three is what we've done, bringing players in. We'll do the outs first. A lot of players have gone out on loan, a lot of the homegrown people, I think. So there's 5 players I think could be absolutely in the first team at some point. Nathan Holland, Elise, Diangana, Coventry, and... is it Brown? Is Brown the other one? Not under 18s. Nathan Trott is the other one, who's already gone out on loan. As my phone vibrates right next to the microphone, I do apologise. Nathan Trott's the other one. So, players I think could be there in and around the first team in a couple of years' time, kind of thing. And we've all managed to get them out on loan. On Diangana and Coventry are on backup, but Coventry's already played for Plymouth, I believe. He's already had a game, so that's fine. Elise is at Stanley. He's a League 2 player, but they're in League 1, but he's got first team on his loan, so if they don't want to play him, we'll just record him, hopefully. And Nathan Holland's going to be a first team player in League 1 as well, so that's great. A load of players have gone out on loan to our feeder club in Venlo as well, which is great to see. And there's a couple of players who have gone out on loan who I just couldn't get rid of selling, so I just thought, we'll loan them, see what they do. They might impress me. They might garner another year at the club. We'll just find out. And then we've got rid of a few players. So the good thing about all this is not only we've got the money for that, we've also got sell-on fees on every single deal. If we have a look at the clauses, is it in or out? So Antonio gone to Fiorentina for 8 million. We've got 25%. You'll see a theme here. 25% of his next transfer fee will come to us. Mason Barrett, 40% of the profit will come to us. Alfie Lewis, 40% of the profit will come to us. Mazuaki, 25% of his next transfer will come to us. Pedro Obiang, 25%. Scully, 40% of the next transfer. So on and so forth. But yeah, let's jump into what we've done then. So the big boys. We will just talk about the big boys. Antonio's gone to Fiorentina for £8 million. Fair play to him. £8 million going to play in Italy, can't complain. Mazuaki's gone to Watford for £9 million. And Pedro Obiang, we've got a decent wedge for him, £20 million for him, going off to Burnley. I would have preferred them to go abroad, Mazuaki and Burnley. Mazuaki and Obiang even. But it's fine. They were the only 2 teams that really wanted him. And, you know, well, I'm happy with that. We've got money from them. It's fine. I feel like we've got better players anyway. Let's jump into who we've brought in. The 3 players that we've brought in. We'll start on with the loan. Samu Castillo, I think it is, Castello. Coming in on loan from AC Milan. Basically, it was either him or keep Diangana. And I wanted Diangana to get more game time, because he wouldn't really get much game time in place of Felipe Anderson. So I brought in a kid on loan who's better than Diangana, and it allows Diangana to improve somewhere else while getting game time. Basically, simple as that. So this kid's come in, Spanish, 23-year-old, 3-star current, 3.5-star potential. Went to Milan last season, or this season, can't remember what. And he's played a fair few games in the Liga as well. And then we splashed our cash on 2 fullbacks, which I felt like we needed. We were a bit lacking in fullbacks. Quality at fullbacks anyway. Nathaniel Klein from Liverpool, 27-year-old. He's obviously played international football for England as well. 3.5-star current, 3.5-star potential. He's going to be our starting right back, obviously. A good right back, a bit injury prone, but a good right back nonetheless. We have signed him for 19.5, could rise to 34. It's a bit of a hefty fee. You might think, ooh, that's a lot. But I don't mind it as much, because he is a decent player. He's going to be He's going to be in our first team for a good year or 2. So I feel it's a good little investment, and another good investment. I managed to get him for cheaper, which I think is a bit of a steal. £20 million, 31 it could rise to, which it should rise to, and that's still a bargain for Kieran Tierney. I find from Celtic. fantastic young player. To 3.5-star current, 4.5-star potential. He should be our left back for many, many years to come. He'll probably be the only mainstay in the side. I'm hoping not, but it'll probably be the only mainstay in the side for a good number of years for the majority of the save. And he's come in, obviously going to be our starting left back, and he can play anyone along the back four as well. So it's just perfect. The good thing about these two is they can play either side. So Nathaniel Clyne can play on the left, Kieran Tierney can play on the right as well if needs be. And that's why we kind of got rid of Masuaku and not Creswell, because Creswell can play in the centre of the defence as well, whereas Masuaku can only play on the left. So he's a natural centre back. Can't complain. I know he's short, but he's a natural centre back there. So if you need cover for everywhere else, I'd rather have cover for everyone else than just have one position players, if that makes sense. But that was all the transfers. We only made the 3. Wasn't really looking at anyone else. I feel like we've done well on the youngsters. They're going to go out and get game time. We'll reassess them in January, see how they're doing, see if they're getting game time, see if we need to move them somewhere else or something. But I'm really happy. I'm teaching myself to do the clauses with the 25% sell-on fees, just to get, even if it's a little bit more money. One of them might sell for £10 million. We got 25% of that, so £2.5 million for free, basically. So can't complain about that. And pause. Right. Team cohesion obviously is looking a bit knackered, because obviously we're going to have a lot of debuts going into this. So team cohesion's not going to be the best straight away. It's going to take a while to gel. People love me. Not everyone's in a social group, but that is fine. Should we jump straight into the game? Team report. Positives, you have to scroll more than the negatives. Perfectly fine. Let's jump into the game then. We are playing Brighton at home. It's going to be an interesting game. See how we do. This is the team we're going to go with then. Fabianski in goal. Tierney, Balbuna, Diop and Clyne in the back, with Rice and Noble in the middle. It was between Wilshere and Rice, but I'm going to go with Noble just to have that influence in the team to start off with, and then Wilshere will play more times than Noble over the season, I would think. Anderson, Fornells and Yarmolenko just behind Haller. It's a decent front four, I would say. A decent front four. And hopefully we can pick up a win today and kick off our season expectedly with a flourish. Fingers crossed we do that. Let me just sort out all this and I'll be back with you. I wasn't concentrating. I was looking in the mirror, sorting my hair out, and Diop has scored. I'll probably show that. I was literally looking in this mirror, sorting my hair out, and what's there? Why is that in 2D? Go behind the goal, lad. Behind the goal. Diop's at back post after a Yarmolenko free kick. Cannot complain. 3 minutes in, we are 1-0 up. Fantastic start. Let's get what I want here. League table and latest scores. Another corner though. Noble whips one in. Can we get another goal? Was that Diop again at the back post? Haller at the back post. Haller. I don't really know how to pronounce his name yet. Haller. Was at the back. Oh, that's Brexit football. Oh, good save there from Fabianski. Can't believe I missed that goal. It's really thrown me off my. Oh, what a free kick from Yarmolenko. He's got a goal. He's got an assist inside 10 minutes. Beautiful stuff. What a start for the Irons. Let's go. At home, what a free kick. No keeper saving that at all. 2-0 up. Inside 10 minutes. Fantastic. Let's not ruin it by conceding. No. Goal line technology? Nowhere even near, mate. Thank you very much. We need to pick up these wins early on. Because obviously, I think we're good enough to get Europa League. 100% think we're good enough to get Europa League. I'll be disappointed if we didn't get Europa League, if I'm honest. Obviously, like I said in the last episodes, this is like the Celtics everywhere. You want to win everything. It's 3-0. The keeper's had a right mare there. Unlucky for him, but that could have been Yarmolenko's second goal. It's gone down as an own goal because it hit the post and hit the keeper and went into the back of the net. Unlucky there from the keeper, but I'm not going to complain. It's hit the back of his head. Usually with a YouTube save is you win the Champions League and the save's over. And like I said in the last episode, we want to win everything And it might not necessarily mean that the thing last is the Champions League. It might be the EFL Cup we win last, or something like that. I want to make West Ham into the most dominant force in football, in world football. I don't want to just finish with the Champions League. We might never win the Champions League. You never know. I want to try and make West Ham into that dominant force. So I want to have the best under-23s, have the best under-18s. I want to have affiliate clubs where we can help them out as well. So improve the structure of the lower leagues as well. Just want to, a bit like building a Nations Challenge, but it's in England, which is a bit weird. But while also making West Ham that formidable force in English football. I'm very happy with the way things are going. Fantastic stuff. 3-0 up at half time. And that means investing heavily in youth players. I want to, it's so much so, I want, you know, that competition that the under-23s go into with the lower league teams. I want to win that. I want that to be part of the silverware that we win. Obviously, it's not first team silverware, but I want that because that shows me that the under-23s are winners, basically, and are maybe good enough to jump into the first team. Because usually how I treat things is first team, obviously first team players. Under-23s is where all the transfer listed players go, and all the players that I don't want go in the under-23s. And then the under-18s is where all the potential players go. I want to change that. I want to have the under-18s where they've still got potential, but they're going to have to do a lot to work up to the first team. Under-23s is they've got potential, they're close to getting to the first team, but they just need to do a bit more to get into that first team role. Not have the under-23s as just the throwaway players. There you go, have that. Like I usually do. I'm a bit guilty of that as well. Just having the under-23 squad and just neglecting it. So have the under-23 squad, the best in England. Have, you know, the under-18s today go, or is it the under-23s, go into like the Champions League youth tournament. What a ball, what a goal. Felipe Anderson linking it with Haller. That's what I want to see. First goal on his debut for Haller. Fantastic. So we have dominated Brighton here. Absolutely dominated. I'm going to make some substitutions. I forgot what I was talking about. Declan Rice is... No one's chattered, which is fantastic to see. It means that we've clearly done well in pre-season. We'll bring Castiolo on, and we'll bring on Lanzini as well, just to give him a run out for 4-0s. What was I saying? Yeah, youth system. I want to improve that as well as making West Ham the best first team in the world, basically. I want to build West Ham into this big powerhouse, not just, we've won the Champions League, cheers, thanks for that, because that's what we did with the last West Ham save. That's what every YouTube saves pretty much is. You win the Champions League, you're done. This is kind of a concept that happens on Twitch more than it happens on YouTube. Yarmolenko's got a second goal. We have just torn Brighton apart here. 5-0 is... You build a team, and it's a bit more likely on Twitch, whereas I want to try and bring that onto YouTube as my last save for FM19. Try and concentrate on every competition, not just, it's the EFL Cup, I'll fling in my youth players. I'll still do that, but concentrate more on, it's not just a throwaway game. I want to get, this is the last one of FM19, I want to get fully into it, and I want to make it a success, if you will. And breathe, once again, and breathe. Tierney to Lanzini, can he make it 6? Can't quite make it 6. But yeah, it's a different approach, which I'm going with this, and I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully you lot are looking forward to it as well. Remember, with the updated database, link for that in the description, it's from Sort It Out SI, which they do a lot of database changes and whatnot, which is good to see. It's got all the promotion and relegated side as well, so Villa, Norwich and Sheffield United are in the Premier League, as well as, who got relegated? Fulham, Huddersfield and Cardiff would be in the Championship, and etc. Moving on. I think it does it for all the leagues. I'm not quite sure. We've won the game 5-0, boys. What a start to the season. Is exactly what we need. We've got every European nation loaded, but not every league loaded, if that makes sense. So as you can see, we've got every. It seems like we've got every nation bloody loaded, but only the top division in most leagues, except for like the top tier leagues where we'll have the league below loaded as well, like France, Germany, Republic of Ireland because they're home nation, Scotland's there, Syria, etc., etc. So there's going to be a lot of talent pool to look forward to, and hopefully a lot more players that I've never signed before, maybe you've never seen before. So it's going to be great to see. But what a start to the season. We have had a 5-0 victory over Brighton. Diop, Yarmolenko brace, and own goal, and Haller getting the goals. Fantastic to see. Who got the assists is what I want to know. Tierney got one, Yarmolenko got one, and Felipe Anderson got one. That is great to see. The next episode will be the EFL Cup and Arsenal, I think, because obviously, like I said, I want to concentrate on all competitions. So we're going to play Wolves and Chelsea offline, and then we'll come back tomorrow for the EFL Cup, who we don't know who we're playing yet, interesting, and Arsenal. Whew. And breathe. There was a lot of talking in that. If you did enjoy that, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you again tomorrow for more Football Manager and West Ham action. Thank you very much for watching.